Urs.
Any other lineup changes?
Garney's out. Risto's out. That's all we have.
Risto injured or healthy?
Risto's banged up.
Upper, lower?
Risto's banged up.
Obviously, I know you're looking probably for someone to fill the leadership void with Scott out. Noah Cates told me he's a guy that maybe wants to take on more of a responsibility, not just on the ice, but maybe off the ice. Is he a guy, he's not the youngest guy in the room anymore. Is he a guy, do you feel like he could maybe develop, and you're looking for guys to develop that sort of thing?
He's obviously done that on the ice. Again, off the ice, I don't know. I don't hang with him off the ice, the team. I'm not sure what goes on. I know Lots did a lot of things for a lot of players off the ice. How Catesy goes about that, that's his call, but he's certainly been a tremendous leader without saying a word on the ice.
How do you guys sort of monitor that when, you're not in the room every day, you don't know maybe what goes on in certain situations? How does that get back to you in some way, shape, or form?
Oh, in a long year, and you're traveling so much together, you hear stories about what happened here, getting together there. So bits and pieces. Lots was Lots' wife. I think they were very experienced at that stuff as far as bringing people together.
John, I know Danny is very much, John controls the lineup. It's his call, but just given where you guys are in the standings compared to last year, are your conversations with Danny a little more consistent about, hey, we maybe want to take a look at this guy in this place?
I don't even know if we have any call-ups. One left, yeah. I don't even know. We haven't really talked too much about that. As we always talk, but we haven't talked too much about other people. We certainly wanted to take a look at Lixie. Had some good reports of him down there. Andre was going to get another look, but other than that, we really haven't had many conversations.
John, you obviously gave Fedotov a start 2 nights ago. Harrison back in the night. We've talked about how Sam's play has dipped a bit. Mm-hmm. Ivan didn't have the greatest game 2 nights ago, but I guess kind of where does the goaltending situation go? Is Fedotov getting more starts? Is it a little more of an even split now?
I don't know. I'm going to take it each, as I always do. I'm going to take it each game at a time. I thought Feds deserved another game after his prior game. Urs goes tonight, and then we'll see where we go from there.
You mentioned wanting to get Peltier more ice. I mean, yes, he assisted the other night. Is this a night where maybe you want to try switching things up and giving him a chance to play with different guys, get more of a, so you can continue to evaluate and see what you have in him?
Yeah, it depends what the other lines are doing. We're trying to win games. It's not always about giving looks, this and that. We're trying to win the games. I thought that line had 2 or 3 really good shifts the other night. We'll see. As the game goes on, we'll open our book and just watch it and see where we go.
Is Hathaway getting closer, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's at. Tommy certainly hasn't come to me, and Tommy usually comes to me when he's getting close. So I'm not sure where he's at.
John, just curious about how this skid has kind of tested your patience a little bit. I mean, you're a competitive guy. You want to win games, but I'm sure some people on the outside may say, like, what's the point? Like, how have you gone?
Spit it out. What are you saying?
How challenging has it been for you, just wanting to be in the playoffs, wanting to push for that?
You know what's challenging for me? I feel bad for those guys. I feel for my team. I think especially the guys that have been here for the 3 years. I'm just speaking from my years being here. The guys that have gone through this for 3 years, they've done their work. They've pushed. I think guys have developed. They've hung together. They've stuck together. This is the first time, at least in the last 2 years, that it's a tough hill to climb, right? And so I feel for them, and I feel for my coaching staff. Danny Briere, the whole organization. I mean, we want to get where we want to be. What happened at the deadline, all the players going prior with Beezer and Frost, I think it was the right thing. It was the deadline was a seller's market. I thought Danny did some great things there, but then we're here. It sucks, but we just have to keep our eye on the ball. I have to stay patient as far as some of the things are going to probably go through here in the last quarter of the year. Evaluate, as you guys are asking about, but also try to win. I'm still going to teach There's going to be certain situations that there's going to be accountability brought in. Every day there's accountability. I'm still going to go about it that way. It's hard though. Those are the guys that it's hard for. They're seeing teams ramping up, and that's the greatest time of the year. And it's difficult for them to watch. So I really feel for them.
Worry about how it grates on these guys? Not just in terms of the losing, but just the fact that it's been so long since they've been to the playoffs, and you guys make all these big trades, so it doesn't seem like the light at the end of the tunnel is real close. Do you worry about that, the mental?
I think the most important thing I can do is explain where we are in the process. And Danny and Jonesy have been fantastic as far as being transparent, as far as where we are, what happened this time at the deadline, where that's bringing us to. I'm not going to speak for Danny. I think he needs to speak to you guys about that, what the next step is. But my job is to keep them informed. I owe them that. I think sometimes, I may give them too much information because I feel for them. I don't want to step out of my lane, but I also need to show them the respect because I think they've done their work. They have pushed. I don't expect anything different. What do we have left? 15, 16? Yeah. I don't expect anything less as far as the effort from the guys. That's all we can hang our hat on, is to play as hard as we can, try to find a way to win some games, try to have some fun, and then we'll see where we go with the process.
Just
Last one.
Owen Tippett, just where do you see his game, and do you
Who?
kind of Owen Tippett? Where do you see his
Inconsistent.
game, and do you think he's kind of like that, one of the guys that should step up maybe in the leadership role too?
I don't know if Tip's built that way. Really quiet guy. It's the same thing as Catesy. I don't think they're big talkers, and I don't think you have to be a guy with a voice to be a leader. I want Tip to work in his game. I think the consistency of his game, it's been going in and out. I think it's a good line. I think there's some chemistry with that line. I just like to see a little bit more consistent play of him as we go through this section of the season.